Mike Ditka, the latest races to decide to show their true colors.
It's a young samurai. I smoke a spliff in the cut, then I pass a lot to my bro. No fuck with my flow. Couple bad bitches and a cup of that tro. So it's just THC.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Hey, before the video we even start, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Alright, so as at least everybody in the NFL world, or fans, analysts, journalists, uh, sports show hosts have all known, at least know now, as of yesterday night, Mike Ditka doesn't think that colored people have experienced any racism over the last 100 years. So that means all the lynching that had been happening in the 40s and 50s, you know, he doesn't know that didn't happen in Mike Ditka's world. You know, when people was getting lynched, you know, people like when young boys like Emmett Till was just getting just stomped to death and beaten and it just destroyed. You know, none of that happened. When just recently, when we had Dylan Roof go into a church, shoot the church up, and say he explicitly did that because of his racist beliefs. None of that happened. None of it. That's basically what Mike Ditka's saying. Mike Ditka is unilaterally rewriting history. Yes, he is. He's saying none of these terrible things have ever happened. See, you know what's the worst thing you could do to a person that has been raped? I mean, they've already been raped. It's over. They've been raped. You want to know what the worst thing that you can do to them after that? Try to say that they were not raped. Try to treat them like the thing that happened to them didn't really happen. Either because they wanted it to happen, so it's not really rape because you wanted it, or because you just don't believe them. That's basically what Mike Ditka has done to the entire, to the all of America that is not Caucasian. That's basically what he has just done. He says, all of these things that you are saying that happened, they didn't really happen. You know, Malcolm X and Martin Luther and Dr. Martin Luther King, they weren't killed because of their political beliefs involving civil rights for their demographic. That's not why they were killed. No, that didn't happen. You know, that's what he's saying. And all of this on the heels of, I'll call them, I think they're terrorists, but I'll call them white nationalists, to be fair, going to a town that wanted to remove a statue that the town did not want up anymore, and basically wreaking havoc to the point where the inhabitants of the town that wanted the statue removed is basically called an extremist group by the President of the United States. This happened. Not for nothing, but if ESPN or whoever the hell Mike Ditka works for now doesn't decide to remove him from a few future projects, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. Well, right here in the Complex article, it says, if you're looking for some good, open-minded conversation on social issues, especially those involving race, you probably should steer clear of speaking to Mike Ditka about them. Now, with this being said about Mike Ditka and whatever his beliefs or whatever it is about whatever it is that he's talking, he played with people who are not Caucasian. He works daily with people who are not Caucasian. He works in a field where he generally has to deal with people who are not Caucasian. So by him making this statement, by him going as far as to say whatever he just said involving Ed Omi, he's a Chicagoan, right? Isn't he not only played for Chicago? Is Mike Ditka from Chicago? Let me look that up real quick, real time. Where was Mike Ditka born? Mike Ditka was born in Carnegie, Pennsylvania. So he wasn't born in Chicago. So I think that people from Chicago should revoke his Chicagoan he's not known as he's a bear still, because we can't do nothing about that. If he's one of the greatest bears ever, but we just have to call him a bear, not a Chicago bear, because this is just insanity. But that just goes to show how far they're willing to go to make it seem like black people are complaining about nothing, when all we're saying is we don't want to be killed on the streets just because of our color. We don't want our women raped in parking lots, and you call it a cavity search, which you're not even supposed to be doing, because the only people that's supposed to be doing cavity searches are freaking licensed physicians. This is what they're saying. But people like Mike Ditka want to fight so hard to have the right, or for other people to at least have the right, to not show colored people in America just the respect that a human being deserves, that they'll go as far as to say ludicrous stuff like what he just said. What he just said is absolutely ludicrous. The civil rights movement happened in the 40s, 50s, and the 60s, basically in the 60s, and the 50s and the 60s, or the 60s and the 70s. That's basically when the civil rights movement was happening. How could you say people are having sit-ins? People are having freaking boycotting places. People are freaking on buses, refusing to go to the back of the bus. How could you say that racism hasn't existed for 100 years? How? There was literally fountains that were labeled colored people and white people. I'm pretty sure you lived during this time. How can you say that? How is this something that you're saying? This is just a shame that this is the world that we live in. This is a shame that this is. Look at this guy on two knees talking about he's praying. Look at the one guy looking over at the other guy like, oh man, he's full of shit. Like, these dudes don't want to be involved in this, but Ray Lewis is a legend. He's a football legend. And he's a coon legend also. He's absolutely a coon legend now. But Ray Lewis is a legend. Look what's going on. Look what's going on. Look, I want to hear what y'all got to think about this. Got to say about this. Leave the comments down below. I want to know what y'all guys think about this, because this is just insanity. This is just insanity. I don't know where to go with this. I'm keeping it a buck. This is insanity. So like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. # Bronx Bonus. Look, I love y'all. Keep each other safe. That's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.